Ladies and gentlemen, this is TVP World. You're watching another edition of Military Mind, bringing you news from the front lines. I'm your host, Benjamin Lee. The war in Ukraine continues. While diplomats discuss the terms of a potential ceasefire, fighting on the front lines shows no signs of stopping. According to Ukraine's Air Force, all 10 drones launched by Russia overnight were successfully shot down. It's reportedly the lowest number of drones used in a single night attack in weeks. However, Russian shelling continues unabated, with 1 person killed and 6 wounded over the past 24 hours. On the front lines, limited movements were reported. In the Toretsk sector, Ukrainian forces attempted to advance toward the city center but were pushed back. Russian military sources claim the attack was repelled and Ukrainian vehicles destroyed with FPV drones. Meanwhile, Ukrainian analysts suggest that both sides may soon scale back operations, not because of a peace deal, but due to exhaustion and lack of resources. Still, they do not expect a collapse of Ukrainian defenses or a breakdown of Russian forces in the near future. Now to Libya, where fresh clashes erupted in the capital Tripoli last night as fighting broke out between government forces and paramilitary groups. During the clashes, as reported by a Libyan broadcaster, the head of the Stability Support Authority, Abdulghani Kikli, was killed at the headquarters of the Combat Brigade, a part of the Tripoli military region. Reuters clarifies that the SSA is controlled by the Presidential Council, which came to power in 2021 with the Government of National Accord as a result of a process supported by the UN. Explosions and gunfires echo through the streets as armed vehicles were deployed and smoke rose over parts of the city. Libya has been in a state of civil war since 2011. Despite a 2020 ceasefire, the country remains divided between rival powers in the east and west. The Ministry of Interior has urged residents in western Tripoli to stay indoors. Ukrainian Special Forces from the ML unit, with the slogan Vincir Malum, conducted another raid deep behind Russian lines, operating in one of the most impassable and dangerous areas, the swamp of the Belgorod region. The op itself took no more than a few hours and, according to preliminary data, ended without any Ukrainian losses. Let's watch.
Брык есть. Нормально, пока ползут.
As we've already mentioned, fresh fighting has broken out in the Libyan capital between the forces based in Tripoli and convoys coming from Misrata and other locations. Shots were heard and armored vehicles and tanks were rolling through the streets.
الطيارات كلهم فضوا فيهم مطار مدريد وصار ربط جسمه فضوا فيهم الطيارات يرموا فيهم المساعدة والناس في مطار ربط جسمه.
On the front line, every second can be the last, especially when the enemy is close by and you're inside an armored vehicle that has just been hit by an RPG. But in some stories, death misses by just a few inches. This is exactly what happened to the crew of a Ukrainian M113 armored personnel carrier who survived a direct hit from a Russian grenade launcher. According to the combat engineers who examined the wreckage, even a slight shift in the point of impact would have meant that there's no chance of survival for the crew. Let's see the aftermath.
Короче, насквозь. РПГ в с той стороны. Прошло в приборку, перед вода, полетело в мотор, проебало мотор. Было возгорание, откинуло эти все люки на. И эта малая еще приехала, привезла весь экипаж, живые все. Самостоятельно домой. Вот такой вот прикол, короче. Вот все обгоревшее и продырявленное. Вот такой фронтовый день.
Let's close out today's episode with a Ukrainian MiG-29 jet destroying 2 Russian infantry assault groups that were trying to break through Ukrainian defenses in the Zaporizhzhia region. Now, this is more than just a single airstrike. It is yet another proof that the Ukrainian Air Force is capable of not only defending the skies, but also destroying invaders on the ground with precision strikes. And with that footage, we conclude this edition of Military Mind. But for more news, update, and commentary, please stay tuned to TVP World.